This is the Z107.7 Local Music Showcase with Pat Michaels.
It is Local Music Showcase. Good Sunday. I'm Pat Michaels, and it's always nice to have a guest in studio because I feel so lonely here alone. We've invited our good friend D.B Rouse to our studios. D.B Rouse is a guy that kind of runs across the country back and forth, left and right, each and every year, and brings his music to our area. And one of his favorite areas is, in fact, Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley area. And we have D.B Rouse in the studio right now, and he's here to tell us what's going on in his life, what his music is doing. And by the way, he is known as a sophisticated singing hobo extraordinaire. So I guess that'd be an SSHE.
That's right. That's what's on my degree.
Welcome, D.B Rouse. How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Just been playing music around. We did the Panhandle. We played a couple of theaters out near Amarillo and Clayton, New Mexico, and Boise City, Oklahoma. And we did a couple little stops in Silver City, New Mexico, and we're on our way to Oakland right now.
Oakland?
Yes, we're going to take the Bay Area in a kazoo storm, a mighty kazoo storm.
Now, that is one thing. You're one of these musicians that doesn't get embarrassed by picking up a plastic instrument and making it sound like a dream.
Well, to be honest, I was going to the store one day to buy a harmonica, but I couldn't afford a harmonica, but I could afford a kazoo, and the rest is just sort of history. I got the kazoo, and it's like, well, why do I need to use anything else?
I mean, you can make any sound with these things. They're amazing things.
Jazz kazoo.
They are. Now, you typically play acoustic, right? I mean, a microphone, and a kazoo, right?
That's all it takes.
And you even have a kazoo stand to keep your...
Right. This is my show kazoo.
Willie Nelson would be jealous of that thing, I'll tell you what. But we are glad to have you here in studio. And just a little background, where exactly do you call home? Or do you even consider any place home?
Home is wherever the van is parked. So right now, home is Joshua Tree.
There you go.
I'm parked right in front of the studio here.
That makes you a local musician.
That's right.
We're good to have you here, and we're going to go ahead and let you play a song. I know you're chomping at the bit to get a song out.
All right.
And we've got some new music we're going to be hearing in just a little bit. So D.B Rouse, go ahead and lead us into your music.
This song is about being a hobo, which I am occasionally. And sometimes when you're hoboing, you find yourself in a tough jam. It's just sort of a place you're not naturally familiar with. This song is about a hobo who can't swim on a rowboat. It's called Hobo in a Rowboat. He's a hobo in a rowboat. The river is his mighty railroad. He can't swim, the paddles broke. He's a hobo in a rowboat. You could say he's up a creek, but he's on the Mississippi. He's passing Memphis and New Orleans, and he's drifting out to sea. He's a hobo in a rowboat, misses his friends in the jungle. He even misses the mean old yard bull. He's a hobo in a rowboat. Son of a gun, we're gonna have big fun on the bayou. He's a hobo in a rowboat. The river is his mighty railroad. He can't swim or catch a ride home. He's a hobo in a rowboat. You're like I got my yodels out. That's good.
It's not bad at all. You didn't need any throat lozenges or anything. That was Ricola.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
D.B Rouse, our special guest in studio, and you've got a brand new CD. Now, your other CD we've been enjoying for quite a while. I think that's been out, a couple of years now?
Yeah, since 2012.
Yeah. Some great music there. Lots of short, little, quick, funny songs. And I definitely recommend anybody that's in the mood for just like what we heard moments ago there. Some good, just, I don't know how would you describe your music? I mean, if you had to say to someone, this is what it is, what is your music?
It's sort of lyric driven, and it's really in there, but it's also really out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a lot of double entendres and things like that. I mean,
it's double. It's just
you got to listen to it over and over again.
I'm not much of a musician, but I like writing words and stuff. And so I'm self-taught guitar player, and I really just use the guitar as a means to deliver like poems and just like jokes if I can make them into a song form.
Right. Where do you get the most inspiration for a lot of your music? I mean, just from people.
Just from people I run into. There's a lot of good crazies and bad crazies out there, and and they all deserve songs.
Yeah, making sense of a mad world.
Yes,
it is D.B Rouse. He is our special guest in studio today, and stick around. We're going to hear some brand new stuff from D.B Rouse. Lucky to have him here in Joshua Tree, and if you get a chance to catch him either at open mic nights or down on the corner, be sure to throw him a few dollars because he's a busker. And we'll explain what a busker is in just a moment.
All right. As the king of hearts kills himself in every deck of cards, his hands been dealt just like that tragic play on the second shelf where they blame the fates, but it's hard to tell. 'Cause you like the idea of free will, you're more comfortable when you're in control. But your car, it has no steering wheel, and you're driving around in circles. Got an album from the second-hand store, and you put it on and spun to the floor like a pirouette. You were beautiful, and the words they sang made you cry out loud. How you want to live like the poets wrote, passionate and emotional, as you write a poem on the shower door about Eskimos in the forgotten north. We got a box of 20 fortune cookies, and we opened each one, and the future reads financial success, plenty of friends. We made a promise to split the dividends, and your lucky number is the number 7. Don't believe in God, but you believe in heaven, you said as you led me to your bed. And by the end of the night, I knew what you meant. this is not a test. I think you know what I mean. I think this is the real thing. We should pack up the van and we should leave. And she speaks in metaphors, and I don't know what you mean, but I am trying. This is happening. A solipsist, you are convinced nothing outside yourself exists. As we sit and debate what beauty is it everywhere or just relative? Started rolling our smokes with suicide notes. We're building our boats for the flood of our hopes. Come on now, let's give it a go. I promise you I'll see this through. And this is not a test. I think you know what I mean. I think this is the real thing. We should pack up the van and we should leave. And she speaks in metaphors, and I don't know what you mean, but I am trying. This is